How to eat carbohydrates without damaging your blood vessels. The same meal, the same food, the same calories, but depending on how you eat it, your blood sugar spike is either normal or 3 times higher. This isn't a theory. This is Diabetes Care magazine. Every time you eat carbohydrates, rice, bread, potatoes, pasta, your blood sugar rises. That's normal. The problem is how fast and how high it rises. Sharp, high spikes irritate the walls of your blood vessels. Year after year, blood vessels harden, heart attack, stroke, circulatory problems. The good news, this spike can be reduced dramatically without giving up carbohydrates, just by changing a few habits. Strategy 1. Food order, the most proven tool. A study from Weill Cornell Medical College, Diabetes Care Journal. When protein or fiber enters the stomach first, the body releases the hormone GLP-1. It slows gastric emptying. Carbohydrates are absorbed slowly and smoothly. There's no impact on blood vessels. This has been confirmed by several other independent studies. In one, people with prediabetes saw their blood sugar spike decrease by more than 40% simply by eating vegetables first. Practical advice? Start every meal with vegetables or protein. Bread, rice, and potatoes should be eaten last. Strategy 2. Vinegar. Not obvious, but it works. Meta-analysis of 11 clinical studies, diabetes research and clinical practice, vinegar before or with meals significantly reduces both the glucose spike and insulin levels after a meal. How exactly? Acetic acid blocks the enzyme amylase, the same enzyme that breaks down starch in the stomach. Digestion slows, sugar is absorbed more slowly, the peak is lower. A separate RCT showed a clear dose-response relationship. The more vinegar, the lower both glucose and insulin. Practically, salad dressing, 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar plus olive oil. Eat the salad first and the entire meal goes more smoothly. Or simply 1 teaspoon of vinegar in a glass of water 10 minutes before a meal. But keep in mind that stores often sell fake vinegar. Strategy 3. Walk after a meal. 10 minutes makes all the difference. Recent RCT Scientific Reports 2025, 3 conditions, sit, walk immediately, and walk after 30 minutes. Result? Walking immediately after eating reduced my peak blood sugar from 181 milligrams per deciliter to 164 milligrams per deciliter, a significant effect. Walking 30 minutes later, the peak was almost the same as at rest. Conclusion? Walking after eating reduces the glycemic spike significantly more than walking before eating. Why? During walking, muscles literally absorb glucose from the blood directly without the help of insulin. And the sooner you started moving after eating, the more you absorbed glucose before the peak. Practical application? After eating, get up and walk. Not to the gym, just go out for 10 minutes. Or wash the dishes, take a walk around the block. Literally 10 minutes, right after eating. Strategy 4. Fiber. Viscous, not just any kind. Here's an important nuance, and this is something most people don't know. Not all fiber works the same. Viscous, soluble fiber works. It turns into a gel in the intestines, literally enveloping carbohydrates and slowing their absorption. The main sources of this fiber are oats, beta-glucan, 1 cup equals approximately 3.5 grams. A meta-analysis of 58 RCTs found it significantly reduces LDL cholesterol. Legumes, lentils, chickpeas, beans, 1 cup of cooked lentils equals 16 grams of fiber. Psyllium husk, 1 teaspoon in water before meals. In studies, it reduced blood sugar spikes by 20 to 30%. Barley, it contains even more beta-glucan than oats. Fiber works best when contained within the whole food, the living structure of the grain or legume. Practice, before a starchy meal, have a small serving of legumes or a bowl of oatmeal, or simply start your breakfast with regular oatmeal instead of toast. Additional tools. Protein before meals works, but slightly less so than meal order. AJCN 2023 meta-analysis, 30 grams of whey protein 30 minutes before meals reduced peak glucose by 1.4 millimoles per liter. This is comparable to some medications. Practically, Greek yogurt or a glass of kefir before meals really works. Starch cooling. Cook and cool. Cooked rice refrigerated for 24 hours at 4 degrees Celsius reliably lower glycemic response compared to freshly cooked rice. The same applies to potatoes and pasta. Mechanism: when cooled, starch becomes resistant. Enzymes don't break it down. 4 things that really reduce the sugar spike from carbohydrates are 1. Order: vegetables and protein first, then carbohydrates, 40 to 73% by the peak. 2. Vinegar: 1 to 2 teaspoons in dressing or water before meals, slows the breakdown of starch. 3. Walk: 10 minutes immediately after meals, muscles remove sugar from the blood directly. And 4. Fiber: oats, legumes, barley, viscous fiber creates a gel, dampening the spike. It's not about cutting out carbohydrates, just a different order, a little vinegar, and a short walk. This has all been proven in randomized trials, not in mice, but in humans. And finally, a table of foods with the highest glycemic index. Lentils cooked, 25, chickpeas and peas cooked, 28, oatmeal, flakes, cooked for 5 minutes, 42, buckwheat cooked, 45, quinoa, 53, brown rice from 55, potatoes, boiled, chilled, 50, white pasta, al dente, 40 to 50, white rice, 72, white bread, 75, potatoes, baked, hot, 85, instant oatmeal from a packet, 66 to 79. Be healthy.